All right, music fans, welcome. Harmless Dave here, talking real music in real time for a few real people out there just like you and just like me. It's a wonderful day in the neighborhood. Check out Bernie Chiaravelli. More to this life. This is real music for real people. Autographed copy. You know, I didn't even see this. There it is. Thank you. He says thank you. He didn't sign it to me, but still, he's thanking me for buying the CD. Anyway, Bernie isn't a household name. In fact, his name's a little difficult to pronounce, but this is really great music. And he's worked with Michael McDonald. He's got his own thing. It's kind of hard to describe, but this is quality rock, ladies and gentlemen. Well-written songs, great instrumentation. You might even call this old school classic rock. You might. Unlike what they're doing for the MTV Music Awards, huh? I'm like reading this article going, okay, so the MTV VMAs, they still exist. And who are the nominees? Of course, the Foo Fighters. Look, I think I remember listening to this song Everlong, like back in the 90s. And I used to sing to myself, this song is going on too long instead of Everlong. I mean, it's just not my thing. In fact, you know what's interesting is all of that music, or a whole bunch of it, especially once we went a little post-grunge into just alternative and sort of dissonant sounding stuff, which I like some of it, but I don't like a permanent full diet of it. I like some other things. You know, you have fruits and vegetables, you have meats, and see, what happened to diversity, equity, and inclusion, right? DEI, it's really popular right now. But in the music industry, it's like, no, we're going to hit you with a steady diet of the Foo Fighters and bands that sound like them. And I was thinking back to the 80s in those college radio years, 4 solid years of college radio that I had. And, you know, these guys were just borrowing from all of these bands. The Cult got their start during that time frame. There was a lot of sort of dark gothic music that was very popular. The Jesus and Mary Chain, stuff like that. I mean, my brain isn't functioning. Killing Joke, which everybody just stole riffs from Killing Joke and then repurposed them in the 90s. And look, it's really cool alternative music that had already been around since like the early 80s. And there are so many bands that, you know, if I went back to the record stacks at my old college radio station, I could say, yeah, this band influenced this band. And you could just pull out probably, you know, 50 or 60 different artists that didn't get a lot of credit, but people, you know, who lived through that understand what I'm talking about. But anyway, the Foo Fighters, they kind of just take from that, and then, you know, they got Dave Grohl, who is the most popular man. Maybe Dave Grohl should run for president. What do you think of that? Dave Grohl for president? I'm thinking he might win because the media gives him so much free publicity. Same with the Foo Fighters. But the awards show this year is featuring Foo Fighters, Red Hot Chili Peppers, and Metallica. And I'm like, is this like 1997 for real? Because that's kind of bizarre. You know, we're just going right there. You know, there's got to be something else that is popular. And this is the stagnation, by the way, of today's music scene. I mean, what's that, 26 years ago? And we're just going to have the Red Hot Chili Peppers, Metallica, and Foo Fighters. Now, people are going to say, don't you like the Red Hot Chili Peppers, Dave? I'm like, sort of, kind of, I don't know. I mean, they had a couple of top 40 hits in 1991, and I was there for those. I was under the bridge listening, right? And Metallica's Black Album, which, you know, it was beaten into the ground, and I started to like it, you know, a little bit. But neither of those bands really do that much for me. And they're on opposite ends of the spectrum, too, musically speaking. I did attend a concert where Metallica opened up for Ozzy Osbourne. And I tell people this, after Metallica got through, Ozzy Osbourne was like Neil Diamond. It just was, my ears were bleeding and it hurt. I mean, literally, I was in pain. I could not hear for at least a day, day and a half. I mean, I thought my hearing wasn't going to come back. It was just, it was too loud. Okay. It was just too loud. Anyway, if you're interested, Foo Fighters and Red Hot Chili Peppers and Metallica are among the nominees for the 2023 MTV Video Music Awards. And again, I had no idea that these Video Music Awards were still happening, but here they are. All three will compete in Best Rock category. The Foo Fighters for their song The Teacher, RHCP, that's short for Red Hot Chili Peppers, for Tip of My Tongue, and Metallica for their song Lux Eterna. Other nominees in the category include Linkin Park, Maneskin, and Muse. Diversity, equity, and inclusion. Is that a diversified list? No, it's not. Look, I know there are probably some Metallica fans out there. Go to another channel where somebody likes Metallica. I'm just not a huge fan. Red Hots, they're okay. Again, and Foo Fighters, I think everybody here knows my opinion on the Foo Fighters. In fact, though, Foo Fighters might be the most consistent band of the three bands, but it's just not my thing. I can not deal with Everlong and all the songs that came later after that. But I remember when that was out, because everyone's like, this is the greatest band. Every band that came out in the 90s that displaced the band prior, and they had a shelf life of like a week, and then another band would come out and that would be the biggest band in the history of the world. And I'm just like, yeah, no, I'm sorry. I grew up listening to bands that are still out there, still selling tickets. Some of them should retire for sure, but nobody came along to replace them. And I understand. Foo Fighters, they're the replacement for all the music that I used to listen to. And now they're obviously getting up there in years. So unfortunately, this is this generation's classic rock. Red Hot Chili Peppers, Foo Fighters, and Metallica, for sure. It's not the Rolling Stones. It's not Jethro Tull. It's not Van Halen. It's not Supertramp. Nope. I don't know, people. Things have changed, and I get it. I am being aged out of the equation. But I can go on the internet, and I can find great music like this. Bernie Chiaravelli and More to This Life. And the title track is superb. So try to find that. If you need the spelling, if you're a patron, hit me up for that, because it is a really great album. Maybe I'll post a song or two in the group so people can listen to it and sample it. And, you never know. Maybe we can sell a couple more albums for Bernie C. I'm just going to call him Bernie C from now on. It's just easier. For those of you who want to hear music that you can't hear on the radio, check out modernretrofm.com. I also need help fighting the algorithm, as again, overnight, the thing just, I don't know how many more times the thing can tank without me just throwing in the towel. I'm also going to put a link in the description of this video so you can find me on another platform. All right. I haven't really been advertising that, but it's this channel. And I'm not sure the videos are transferring over there. So I'm going to have to work on that, but I need more subscribers over there. I have sent them, meaning the management of that platform, a message saying, yo, dog, what's up? I can't get views. I can't get views anywhere. I guess I'm just not that viewable. It's like... Anyway, folks, I want to thank the patrons, people sending me messages saying, dude, we got your back. If it weren't for the patrons on this channel, I think I would have pulled the plug. I really do. At some point, you can only do this for so long. And you take a lot of grief for taking positions on issues, having opinions on bands. Like, what do you mean you don't like Foo Fighters? Everyone likes Foo Fighters. Get with the program. We're all bundling. We all do the same thing. Go to CVS and like the Foo Fighters. And, again, I think the Foo Fighters were telling you to go to CVS. So see how that all comes together, people. All right. If you didn't get half of that, I understand. At times after I do a video and look back at what I've said, I don't even know what I'm talking about toward the end of it. So God bless you all. God bless America. Better yet, God bless the entire world. Why should America have all the blessings, right? We're such a blessed country. Sorry. We used to be. Anyway, folks, see you soon.